Hi everyone, welcome to On the Other Hand. I'm Ariane Zurcher, and today I'm going to be demonstrating the Ladder Herringbone Stitch. This is a stitch that is called a couple of other things, called the Herringbone Ladder Filler Stitch or Filling Stitch. It seems to go by a couple of different names, but Sue Spargo in her creative stitching book is calling it the Ladder Herringbone Stitch. I'm going to demonstrate it for left-handed people because we have very few resources available to us. So whether you're right or left-handed, I try to give a lot of tips, and I show this stitch done in a number of different threads. So regardless of whether you're left or right-handed, you may find it helpful to see how it looks and different ideas of how it can be used. I hope you'll join me. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, click on the bell for email notifications, leave me comments. I love hearing from you, as you know. And if you haven't done so already, I'd love for you to follow along with me on my blog where art and life meet. I blog Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm on Instagram at Ariane Zurcher. So grab something to stitch with, grab some fabric, a needle, and some thread, and let's explore the Ladder Herringbone Stitch. In Sue Spargo's creative stitching book, she calls it Ladder Herringbone Stitch. You're running 2 back stitches parallel to each other. So you need to put those in place first. I'm using a Silken Pearl and a 24 chenille. I'm not going to go all the way up. I'm just going to do a couple more stitches to show you what it looks like in the Silken Pearl. Then I'll use a seagrass to show you what that looks like, and one other. And now I'm going to come back down. This one's coming out a little wonky. I could make up some excuse, but why bother? I'm going to go on my top stitch, and I'm going to use the back of my needle, but I'm going to go from top to bottom. I'm going to have this thread going to the left. I'm going to come up on this stitch. Now I'm going to go down on this one, making sure that this crosses underneath. And what you're going to get out, or what you're going to get, are these little crossed loops kind of thing. So making sure that this is going this way. Come up. This is going over here. This is going to come over here. And this is it. You're just weaving it in and out, and it gives this little cross effect, which is, I think, really cool. And I think it's cool when it's done in contrasting thread. It's a neat little stitch regardless. It almost looks crocheted. I mean, I'm not a crocheter, so, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like that's what it looks like. And then I'm just going to end it there. I'm using seagrass. This is green leaves, and on a 24 chenille. You can mix up your threads, so just because I'm using seagrass to lay down to do the back stitch doesn't mean that I have to weave with the seagrass. I could use something else. In fact, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll lay down, I keep thinking of couching. I'll do my back stitch in the seagrass, and then I will use a Silken Pearl to weave in and out. Okay, I'm going to come along the other side to do my next row of back stitches. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to do 9 on this side. How about I do it in this, whatever this is. This is Silken Pearl. Okay, so I start on the right upper stitch, but below stitch I put my needle down through it, and I weave up. And now I'm going to just do as I did before, making sure that the stitch, this one, is always going to the left. I just jabbed my finger. And that's the thing to that's the one thing you just have to remember, is you always want this thread underneath. And then I can end it here, or I can just end it right here, whichever. So there's that one. So this is done in all Silken Pearl. This is with the seagrass on the outside and then the Silken Pearl inside. I'm going to do an eleganza. It's a number 8 weight. It's EZM 27. So I have to do my 2 lines of backstitch. I'm going to go ahead and do this in the same thread. I can just turn it like this. I'm going to come below this top stitch and I bring my needle down through it, and then I'm going to weave up. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do the ladder herringbone stitch around a circle, because that is what Sue uses for one of her circles. So what we're going to do is you're going to do a back stitch all the way around the inside of the circle, and then you're going to do a back stitch all the way around the outside. And I think these are going to have to be a little bit smaller, because otherwise you're going to have too few. All right, so I have 28 back stitches, and I'm going to try to do the same number on the outside. Okay, I've threaded up Lavender Fields, which I'm running out of now because I keep using it. I start here, it's going to be my top, and I'm going to come down through that first stitch. I'm going to come up. I'm going to go down. It's very cool looking. It looks like a kind of like a trellis going around. I think it's really, really striking. And that's just one more way of using your ladder herringbone stitch. Love that. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, click on the bell for email notifications. I love hearing from you, as you all know. So talk to me, leave me comments in the comments section, and don't forget to check out the description section where I'm leaving links for all the tools and things that I've used in this video. Until next time, here's to stitching together.